Hi, this is Caroline with Maya Road. Today I'm here to show you how to make a satin pleat edging flower. This is a simple flower you can create in about 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Now to make this flower, what you're going to need to do is purchase some satin pleat edging. We offer these trims in 6 beautiful colors, and for each of these flowers you're going to need about 14 inches of your trim. So here I've cut off 14 inches of trim. And what we're going to actually use for the base is a piece of chipboard. And here, this is actually one of my scrap pieces of chipboard from one of our Blossoms collections that I use for my stash. This is going to be the base to which we form our flower. I also am using an antique button center here, and that's what you're going to do for the center of the flower to make it very ornate. Now you can see actually on the back of this, I've cut out a piece of felt so that you can finish it up so that you can actually wear this as a pin, or you don't actually have to add this if you're actually using this for a scrapbook page. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your satin pleat edging. You can see there's a shiny side and a more matte side. So the matte side is actually going to be what you're going to roll into. So that's going to be on the inside. So to start, you're going to roll the satin pleat edging, roll about 4 inches in to give you a center. And you can see I've kept it flush on here because what you're going to do here is you're going to use glue to stick it to the center. So you're going to apply some hot glue. And then you're going to put the center that you formed in the middle of this chipboard piece. And as you keep going, you're going to keep applying some glue. Now, be careful with the hot glue because it's fairly hot, even the low temperature ones. You're going to keep going around, and as you go, you're going to flare out the flower a little bit. Now, depending on how tight or how flared you make your flower, that will give your flower different looks. I prefer mine to be a little bit more open, so as I go along, I'm going to keep flaring out the trim. And you can see the flowers being formed. Again, this piece of trim here is about 14 inches in length, and that will help you form a flower that's almost 3 inches in diameter. And you're going to keep going. You're going to keep rolling your flower until you get to the very end. And when you get to the end, you're going to go ahead and tuck it in and make sure everything is in place. Now you can see this is what my flower looks like. Now you can leave it like this, but like I said before, I wanted it more ornate, so I'm going to take one of my antique button centers. I'm going to apply some hot glue to it. Give it a good amount because you want it to stick fairly well into the center of the flower. And I'm going to kind of open my flower center, and then I'm going to stick the button in the middle. I'm going to hold it so it takes, and you can see there's my flower. And as I mentioned again in the past, you can finish up the back of your flower by cutting out a piece of felt, and I cut mine a little bit bigger than the chipboard piece I had. You can see that here. And just to the back of the chipboard, I'm going to put some hot glue. And then I'm going to apply the back. I'll give it a couple seconds, and there you go. Your satin pleat edging flower is complete. Thanks for joining me today.